Given a quadratic function in general form, we want to find the vertex of the parabola. The first thing we have to do is identify what are a, b, and c in the general form. And then the second step is to find h, which is the x-coordinate of the vertex, by substituting a and b into h, which is equal to negative b over 2a. And then step 3, we want to find k, the y-coordinate of the vertex, by evaluating k, which is equal to f of h, meaning h is the input into the function f. Now, for example 3, we want to find the vertex of the quadratic function. Find the vertex of the quadratic function. F of x is equal to 2x squared minus 6x plus 7. Rewrite the quadratic in standard form in vertex form. So, the first thing we need to do is identify what a, b, and c are. So in our problem, we can see that a is the value of 2. We can see that the value of b is negative 6. And we can see the value of c is 7. But we don't really need to worry about the value of c in the formula to find the vertex because c is not included. So now, writing down the formula, we know that h is equal to negative b over 2a. So we bring down the negative, we plug in b to be negative 6, and we plug in a to be 2. So now, if we take a negative times a negative, it's going to make it positive. So it's going to be 6 over 2 times 2, which is 4. And if we reduce that, we know that h is going to be 3 over 2. Now recall that h represents the x-coordinate. So know that this is the x-coordinate. So far of the vertex, we found the x-coordinate, which is 3 over 2. And now we need to look for the value of k. Now, the vertical coordinate of the vertex will be at h equals 3 over 2. Now, to find k, what we need to do is we need to substitute the value of h as an input for the function itself. So the function, if you recall, is 2x squared minus 6x plus 7. And so we're replacing x to be the variable h because that's what we're plugging in to the function. So now it becomes f of h, and so now h is going to become 3 halves. So it's 2 times 3 halves squared minus 6 times 3 over 2 plus 7. And then we're going to just follow the order of operations. So 3 squared is 9 over 4 minus 6 times 3 over 2 plus 7. Now if we simplify here, 2 over 4 gives us 2 in the denominator, so we have 9 over 2 minus 6 times 3, which is 18 over 2 plus 7 over 1. And then we're going to find a common denominator for 7 over 1 to be 14 over 2. So 9 minus 18 is negative 9 over 2 plus 14 over 2 gives us positive 5 over 2. So now in that question mark over here, we determined that k is going to equal 5 over 2. So now we've located the vertex to be 3 halves, 5 halves. And now what we want to do is we want to rewriting into standard form. The stretch factor will be the same as the a in the original quadratic. So first, find the horizontal coordinate of the vertex. Then find the vertical coordinate of the vertex. And then substitute the values into the form using a from the general form. Well, we know from up here that a represented what number? Well, it represented 2. So we're rewriting again that function over here. So a is equal to 2. And we know that h is 3 over 2. And we know that k is 5 over 2. So we're going to plug that in. So now we know that a into our standard form is 2. X minus, we know that h is 3 over 2. And we know that k is positive 5 over 2. And so therefore, there is our standard form of this quadratic function. Now, one reason we may want to identify the vertex of the parabola is that this point will inform us where the maximum or the minimum value of the output occurs, k, and where it occurs, x. Now, if you take a look at this parabola in this scenario, because of the fact that a is positive, that means that this parabola is opening up. Now, if a was negative, that means that the parabola would be opening down.